Good morning, YouTube. So today's video, I got Junior back, and this is going to be a retake of a video that we tried doing with Rush. We're redoing a few videos. Unfortunately, we can't meet up with Rush just yet, but we will be meeting up with him sometime next month for two huge videos, very controversial fragrances.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
And this one is a little controversial as well, because today is going to be YSL Elixir. YSL Y Elixir.
That's correct.
Right? Now, you did do a full video very recently, I think this past week.
I did, yeah. That was, I think, my latest upload where I went really in depth with it and broke it down. I wasn't the happiest in the video, you know. I was kind of.
No, he was not.
I was kind of ripping into it a little bit, but I'll try to be more. I'll try to be more neutral right now.
Hey, listen. This is my channel. You don't need to be PC if you want to let a few fuck bombs fly. Hey, like I said.
All right, we'll see. You never know what happens.
All right, but this is getting a lot of controversy, and we will touch on that later on. The notes for this one here are pretty simple. So top notes is going to be like lavender, the mid is going to be geranium, and then base is going to be frankincense and oud. So this is my third time smelling this one, so it's not exactly a first impression, and I smelt it one time at Square One Mall across the street. This opens up a lot of lavender.
Definitely.
But I find that even though it's a mid-note, the geranium is definitely there. Mm-hmm. And I also get that smoky amber frankincense as well. It's pretty much straight from the bat, like within the first couple minutes. But I don't get the oud. Never have on from even the third time.
It's interesting because the marketing that they used towards this fragrance was that it's basically like their highest quality fragrance that YSL's ever made.
And the price tag is the
Yeah, and when you smell it, it's just like basically a common synthetic Y smelling fragrance. There's nothing in here that's going to strike you as extremely high quality or even different from a YSL Y flanker. If you know what a YSL Y fragrance is like, you're gonna get that pretty much in here. So
like they are very fresh. This is fresh, but with just a little bit more darker, deeper tones to it.
Right, and I actually asked someone what they thought of this, and they told me it smells like a chlorinated pool, and I found that so funny.
That is what the F, like what the fuck, man.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's interesting. Okay, but I mean, to each their own. But so with this one, I get kind of a similarity to YSL Y EDP, which kind of like hit me weirdly. I was like, oh, that just smells like YSL Y EDP, but soapier. And then there's a little bit of a geranium hit in the background, but I think that there might be an unlisted apple note or some sort of bergamot off the top that gives it a bit of a brightness, synthetic.
There is a blue aspect to it, and that's more than likely the lavender.
Yeah.
The bottle's blue. I do like the bottle itself, so like you got the name here, but like why?
Yeah.
So I do like that aspect.
It looks cool.
That attention to detail.
Yeah.
And it is cool. But let's just talk about the controversy that everybody knows about, and that is the price tag.
Yes.
YSL. What the fuck?
$230 Canadian retail.
And this is not my bottle, is it, Chad?
No, it's a 60 ml. I bought it at full retail, and if you want to know if I made a mistake, I think I did. At least, you know, I don't think it was nearly worth that cost, especially for a 60 ml. That's ridiculous. That's like in the price range of Dior Sauvage Elixir, and then also you could buy like some niche fragrances for this price or less.
And that's the thing. So a lot of designer fragrances, and I went to Niche Essence at Bayview Village very recently. They said that, including Javier from Fragtastico, including other people, that these designer prices are becoming niche. So why not just go with niche? At this point, they're not wrong.
They're not.
Because like, what, $230?
$230, yeah. For 60 ml.
Is way overpriced.
I think I bought Parfums de Marly fragrances 125 ml for less than that, like 200.
And you can get a Bond number 9 for less than that. And those are expensive.
Right.
But come on, YSL. I'm all about capitalism and free market and all that. But at this point, I've stated it with Creed, they are all about the greed.
Yeah.
This is just insane.
Yeah.
Does it smell nice? Yes.
It does smell actually very nice. In fact, I didn't expect it, but I did get a compliment when I wore this fragrance at work. Like someone said, someone smells great here, and I was like, from me? Like what? I sprayed it like 3 hours prior, but it does smell great. Does it smell like anything new or groundbreaking? No. Does it smell high quality? No, but does it smell great? Yes, I do think it smells fantastic.
It's mass appealing.
Yeah.
But if you're looking to go for like a compliment gatto, why would you spend $230?
Exactly. You could just go with YSL Y Le Parfum. You could go with the Y EDP. You could go with Y EDP Intense, and they basically will give you 95% of the same fragrance with the same performance.
I will say this though. I feel like this is YSL Y. I like it. Fresh, clean. That's for the young folks. This comes across as a little bit more mature, like adults.
Yeah.
But not for $230.
No, not at all. And I think a lot of what they said as well is that they were basically trying to make the most high quality version of YSL Y that they did. They even said things like they picked geranium from a certain place in the world at 9:30 a.m. that you can only find once a year to harvest it for its high quality capabilities. It's all marketing.
That's
honestly.
Definitely marketing.
It's all marketing.
That's marketing bullshit.
I read that and myself, I fell into it. I was like, this sounds fantastic. I'm gonna get something so unique here.
And that's the thing. Okay, so a lot of the marketing doesn't matter the brand. They get like the experts and they make it they make it sound like this is gonna be fantastic.
Yeah.
But it has nothing to do with the fragrance.
No, not at all.
Like this is the latest fragrance from X brand that is like for the adventurous cosmopolitan man that is both masculine and sophisticated yet soft.
Yeah.
Right? It's like
it's ridiculous. And I guess like it's kind of a lesson from me in general is to just like try before you buy. Like that's probably the most important lesson.
Especially at this price tag.
Yeah, because it's just like you're given something, like by the marketing you think it's going to be amazing. It also has the Elixir name, so you're going to expect like this is an elixir.
And this is the trend right now in the fragrance industry, the Elixir.
Yeah, it's supposed to be kind of a darker, more powerful, like strongest version of their fragrance, and you're not getting that here, and it's not even their marketed high quality promise is nothing near here. So
I will say this: it smells of quality.
It does.
It smells.
Nice.
It smells like better ingredients than, let's say, like what I'm looking at, like the Mont Blancs, the Carolina Herrera's, the Mercedes Benz in my collection, because we got the doors wide open. So you're just looking at my collection.
Yeah.
It smells better blended than, or more higher quality ingredients than the ones I've just mentioned, but not for $230.
No, not at all. I don't think it smells anything more high quality than YSL Y Le Parfum. I don't think it's any.
And this is an EDP concentration. Generally, those mean that it's supposed to last longer. So how long does this last?
I think I got like 6 to 7 hours on my skin, and the projection in the first hour is actually quite heavy. Like it will fill a room, but as soon as you step outside that room, it's kind of gone. But that's what YSL does very well.
But you said just now that there was like a manager at your job. This is someone smells good, and that was like 3 hours later.
Yeah.
So it probably comes and goes.
It's highly synthetic, which will cause anosmia, and I did realize off of me, I went anosmic very quick. Like basically within the first 5 to 10 minutes, I couldn't smell it anymore. And I had to ask other people. I had to try it on other people's skin because I was so confused about this fragrance. But the performance is not bad. It's just not anything that you're used to. I'm so spoiled with Dior Sauvage Elixir that I get 24 hours of longevity there. You're not getting that here, so.
When I tried it the other 2 times, I was getting about 7 hours. 7 to 8 hours.
Yep.
And I think that's solid, but not for $230.
No.
That's just the elephant in the room for so many people. That is the one thing that so many people have a gripe with when it comes to this fragrance.
Absolutely.
It smells good.
Yeah.
It's pretty versatile. I think it's a great work scent.
I think it's great. It's very versatile, and from the notes, you wouldn't even think that it's a year-rounder, but I think you could do it. I think it could pull off.
I'd say more spring.
Spring? Okay.
Yeah, just that geranium, that lavender, and maybe a little bit of that frankincense.
Yeah.
But like daytime, nighttime, pretty much for any occasion, but not for $230.
No. And that is an elephant in the room. I've had people in my comment section, my review say, if I can find this for 60 USD, is it worth it? Well, in my opinion, first, do you like the scent profile? I wouldn't spend $5 for a fragrance I didn't like, you know? So do you like the scent profile of YSL Y, and do you expect it to smell like the marketing, or do you expect it to just smell like a YSL Y?
You might get a compliment here too, like he did. But listen, if you spend $200+ just for compliments, that's foolish. At the end of the day, if you love this fragrance and it makes you feel good and happy and you bought it, then you might think it's worth every penny, and that's okay. Just for me, like where I'm at, I've been doing this for a long time. I'm an old fossil in this community, and I am also a bit of a cheapskate. A lot of people say, because a lot of the stuff that I review are cheapies. This is very overpriced.
Yeah.
If it went for retail, like I think like the other ones go for like $130 to $160, okay, but even at $160, it's a little expensive.
Yeah, especially for 60 ml. It's
but
not
things are getting more expensive. Even at the Hudson's Bay, the new Hugo Bosses, the new Tom Fords, they're all going up in price tag.
Yeah. You know, keep your expectations tapered. Try before you buy. This is something you might be disappointed by or you might really love.
This might be the greatest thing since sliced bread. And if that is what you think, that is quite okay.
By all means.
So that is like my third try, Chad's re-review in a sense, of YSL Y Elixir EDP. Definitely not for me. I like the smell. It does smell good.
It does. It does.
But it's just not something, even if I were to get this for $100, it's just not something that I would personally wear. So that's it. So guys, any reviews that I've done from this brand, they will all be down in the description box below, including this man's social media. And because that this is an Elixir fragrance, why don't you check out, you know what? Check out both Hugo Bosses. Hugo Boss the Scent Elixir and Hugo Boss Bottle Elixir as well. I think we did both, you and I.
And they're both very fantastic.
No, I did one with Ross and I did one with him. So yes, they're both fantastic.
Yeah.
So guys, we thank you for your time. Take care and we will see you later. Thanks for watching.